many undergraduates who are at a decisive step or decisive stage are worrying about the career prospects in various fields of specialization. We are giving here the career opportunities in botany and plant sciences so that the undergraduates would be able to make a better decision that match with their interest. Botany or plant sciences, which are the synonyms. So the botany is a field provides a in-depth knowledge and skills that are highly applicable to many pressing global issues such as food security, sustainable agriculture, and environmental conservation. And it is a truly interdisciplinary field where it merges with various other fields. For example, in the fields such as genetics, ecology, chemistry, environmental science, microbiology, and so forth. So, this interdisciplinary nature allows a student to apply their specialized knowledge across a wider context and also collaborate with experts from different disciplines. Now, let's have a look on the fields where you would see the job prospects. Obviously, many of you would be thinking about joining to the government sector with a lot of perks and the benefits. So you can be a university academic or you can join as a scientist or a research officer in a research institute such as coconut, rubber, rice, as well as sugarcane, etc. And you can also join into the Sri Lanka Scientific Service, which is the service that recruit the officers to the various specialized department, including the Department of Export Agriculture, the Forest Department, etc. And the Sri Lanka Agriculture Service is the entrance to the agriculture service where you would get a lot of opportunities in as a plant scientist in the field of agriculture. Also, you can join into the Sri Lanka Administrative Service, Planning Service, and there are so many other agriculture or science related corporations and boards. Now, let's have a look on the private sector. So, they also have universities, and there are so many industries where the smart agriculture applications are usually developed at a faster rate and plant-based product developments are carried out. If you look at the main types of industrial applications, planting systems and the productivity development, the high-tech agriculture and crop production industry, floriculture industry. So nowadays we know that plant production is heavily threatened by the external forces, and the smart applications are applied to the systems. And now most of the greenhouses are now becoming equipped with Internet of Things, which can be controlled through the mobile applications. And you all know that there is a heavy demand for plant-based pharmaceuticals and the nutraceuticals. And essential oils and other plant extracts also have a lot of potential. And we know that we depend on the beverages, and also there is a demand for medicinal plants. So they all have very limited product range. Plant scientists have a duty to expand this product range. There is a very high prospects in the beverage industry. So the agriculture is depend on agriculture inputs, and these inputs are in terms of the fertilizer or pesticides, and the plant scientists can contribute in these development. And the animal needs feed to eat, and that's also provided by the plants. Milk producing countries deploy plant scientists for managing the green grasses. So what are the prospects for future studies? So within the plant science itself, you would see there are many other subfields. You can be a taxonomist who study about the plants, their diversity, evolution trends, and also you can be a pathologist who manages the diseases of the plant, or the horticulturist or the floriculturist. You can be a physiologist, soil scientist, a plant breeder who improve the plants, crops, or the molecular biologist or a biotechnologist who's trying to always change the genetic makeup of the plants so that they make a better products or achieve a high productivity. And there are microbiologists, bioinformaticians. All these fields are open through the field of plant science. And if you look at the biotechnology field, for example, So it has on one side the tissue culture, the molecular markers, and the development of the transgenic plants, which is also a very highly demand field nowadays. And genomics are heavily used nowadays, where you look at the whole genome of the plants and identify the genes for specific purposes. And genomics always used with the genome sequencing. And there are another new field where instead of doing the genetic engineering, there is a possibility of doing the gene editing, making a specific changes at a nucleotide levels in the DNA sequence. And also the synthetic biology is another field that comes plant sciences, where the scientists are creating a life-like characteristic based on creating structures similar to those found in the living system, like some proteins. Yes. So the bioinformatics, you all know, is another field which is a very important field nowadays, and the plant scientists are having the prospects of becoming a bioinformatician if they get good knowledge in IT together. And bioprospecting is the field where we are looking for new products out of the plants. So we know, you all know, Sri Lanka being a biological hotspots, blessed with lot of plants, having very high diversity, not only in the terrestrial environment but also in the marine environment. The plant scientists have a lot of sources to explore in this land as well as the sea around. So the plant scientists are having the fame of contributing for the global food security. They are essential in developing crops that can withstand changing climates and produce higher yield. If you like, you can also join to this type of research or development teams that works on uh, growing foods in space. Besides the jobs we showed to you, so there is a very high prospect if you become an entrepreneur. You would see the countries like Thailand, where we are depending lot on for the seeds, planting materials, and even for some fruits. They have very high percentage of business ownership. You have a lot of opportunities to develop as an entrepreneur as well.